to get people to invest in their kids and see my vision. And I'm trying to build a community to where it needs to be. Those are the words of this young man sitting right beside me, Chester Pac Man Hightower Jr. Welcome to a moment of inspiration.
I'd like to thank you for having me and being the first TCCHS. Yeah, on the LaToya show. Thanks for having me.
I knew you were going to get me about that. A Yellow Jacket fan in the house. Blue and gold is big and bold.
Yes, ma'am.
And you are big and bold and doing big things in our community. I mean, I don't even know where to start. I mean, you're working with the young people in football. Can you explain what you're doing with the football aspect?
What I teach is my coaches and teaching the parents. It's more than just football. With me, it's about building the kids' character, integrity, and knowledge, and staying disciplined. Even when you're not playing football, even in school, when you're home with your parents, just staying disciplined. And it's a mentoring program.
Mm-hmm.
That was something I was brought up on, and it was a good thing. I'm just trying to take it to the next level because I know I see it. I'm just trying to get it there.
Wow. And you all are called the Tigers, right?
Yes, ma'am. Thomas County Tigers. I came up with the name. Some people just ask me how I come up with the name. It was just one day I said, okay. I went to Thomas County Central, and I went to Stillman College, which are the Tigers. So I just put both of them together, which is Thomas County Tigers.
That is incredible. Did you all hear that? That's called creativity. You put two and two together and made something happen out of that. I like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
They just had a big influence in my life, so just some way to just give back to both programs. So.
Now, when did you graduate from Thomas County Central?
2007. Graduated from Central, and I earned a football scholarship to bet out the state. That's why I was going out of high school. But then, my granddad, my mentor, my everything, Mr. Ira Flower was in my ear, wanted me to go to Stillman.
Yeah.
So he made a couple phone calls, and one day he just called me and said, okay, I got you in, you going. I got you on a football scholarship. The coach said, come on, you don't have to worry about anything. So me and my mom went the day after everybody had to report, and we got there, and then after my first year I earned a track scholarship. After I tried out for the track team.
So you didn't play football? You did?
I played football when I first got there. I got a track football scholarship, but after I went my freshman year go out for track, I didn't earn a track scholarship then because I was just going up to play football. And then after my first year I had a track scholarship. And that was something I wanted to do because I ran track and did football at high school. And Belleville State don't have a track program.
Right.
It's just football. So that was kind of win-win for me, and did both things that I enjoyed doing.
You enjoy it and you excel at it.
Yeah.
And y'all, let me tell you, he walked in here with nothing. I said, now Chester, when you come to the interview, bring some helmets, bring some jerseys. So he walked in, he didn't have any of that. So he said, well, Miss LaToya, you want me to go back and get everything? I said, yeah. This boy just brought in an armful, stuff. You see the helmet, you see the jersey, and then you see this big plaque. Look at here. And then there's another one off to the side. I'm going to show it to you later. So I am just so impressed, award-winning. But you are a young man. Your head is on straight. And something else you told me, you said a lot of your classmates are just wasting their time and wasting their lives, but that's something you refuse to do.
Yeah, that's something I wasn't brought on. My mom always kept me straight, kept me thinking positive. I always don't think about the negatives, and I always strive for the best. Enjoy life, and I always go to your limit, stretch your limit. So, that's the thing I try to do every day. And the people that I'm connected to, I try to steer them in the right direction, try to excel. Don't fall by the wayside, don't let the streets, because I have people that's in the streets and they tell me that I'm doing a good thing. So I know that's not the right way. And if they want to go back.
Wow. You mean to tell me the people in the streets that are doing things that are illegal are telling you to keep up the good work?
Keep up the good work. And they backing me. And they putting kids into my program, and they want their kids to succeed just like I do. And I think Thomasville is a great place with a good community, but a lot of people just fall in the streets and don't find a way out. So I'm just trying to make a way out and expose the kids to to bigger things, and it's bigger than Thomasville.
Right. And the bigger things that you are exposing these kids to is not only football, but what other programs do you offer here in this area?
We also do track. Dream Chasers Elite Track Club. We have that summer track. It starts after high school finish. It starts after that, and the next year we're trying to incorporate basketball into our program too. Like I said, it's everything that we do is more than about sports. Sports is just the fun part. And you know what I'm saying? It's just something to get kids to do fun, but you know, trying to give them discipline, integrity, knowledge, and the basics, and really understand the sport they're participating in, not just going out there and having fun. Really understanding if they want to excel in this sport, this is what you have to do to excel, and you're not just running out there and playing around.
Wow. So Chester, what age groups do you all work with here?
We work football. We work 5 through 14. We affiliate with Pac Man football. We're trying to bring that down to Thomasville. This is our
What's Pac Warner football?
It's basically traveling all-star team or program, but it's surrounded by education. So you have to have a certain GPA to play football. So we have to take a copy of the report card, send it to the headquarters, and just make sure everybody eligible to play on our team.
Oh, I love that.
So that's basically what Pac Warner is. And they also do cheer and dance. So that's something good. And I read up on it, and I thought it was a good thing, so I'm just trying to bring it here to Thomasville. And for our second year in program with football, that's what I'm doing.
I'm so proud of you, because most people, they have the gifts, they have the talents, and then they take their programs elsewhere. Like, they don't look at their hometown. They overlook it and take it somewhere else. But we need a jewel, and we need the treasures right here in Thomasville, Georgia. So I applaud you for staying right here in your community. Yeah, can y'all just clap for him? Yeah. That's incredible. That is really incredible. Now tell us about this plaque behind us. This is your Stillman jersey, number 25, and you're 25 years old, right?
Yes, I'm 25.
I know the ladies, y'all looking like, oh, he's 25, okay?
25. Okay. One of my favorite numbers behind 24. But this was my senior jersey. The coach gave it to us after the game. Gave all the seniors the gold jersey, and so it's just something to remember, keep a remembrance of playing still in college, and show Mr. Flowers, and he was excited about me doing it and everything, and it's just something to keep memories, and just a trophy. It's a big trophy.
And it says, because he don't want to toot his own horn, so it says 2007 Freshman of the Year, 2008 cover of Gateway Classic Magazine, on the cover of the magazine, okay? 2010 First Team All-Conference and Most Outstanding Offensive Back Player, 1,384 rushing yards, 169 receiving yards, 6 touchdowns, and 2 receiving touchdowns. How about a round of applause, standing ovation for Chester Pac Man Hightower Jr. That's all right. Yeah. And you got little what?
It was game tickets.
Game
day tickets. I was on a few game day tickets, and
he was featured on the ticket, y'all. Goodness gracious.
The magazine.
That's the magazine picture, right there.
And then the field pass. I was on for the cover, and they had me on the side of a couple city buses in St. Louis, Missouri. That's where the Gateway Classic was. They had me and the other guy from Kentucky State that we was the face of each program. They had us on the cover of the magazine, hall passes, and you might see a couple city buses with our picture on the side, just advertising the Gateway Classic.
Wow! So tell me, when you saw that bus roll with your face on it, how did you feel? What did you say?
Well, I wasn't paying attention at first. My back was turned, and one of my friends hit me on the back and said, "Hey, ain't that you on the bus?" At first instinct, I was trying to reach for my phone. I couldn't grab my phone. To take a picture and send to my mom. But my cousin Jason, he did come to the game and show support, and it was exciting. It was exciting.
How do you stay humble? How do you not get the big head?
Well, I wasn't always this way. But after the years passed by, my mom always told me to stay humble. That was one thing she tried to instill in me. But you know, as a male, you know how we get, we be hard headed at times, and we got the experience, and then it come to our mind, you know, okay, I should have listened then. But just over the years, get me in trouble. First accident that happened to me, my senior year, trying out for the NFL or pro days, and just visiting teams, taking tests, and like the NFL combine, getting ready for the NFL and stuff. And I just had a coach come to me and say, you know, you're a good kid. We like your field work and your experience and everything. But the coach said you uncoachable. Your attitude, and that was kind of hurtful. Not just for the coaches, just telling the coaches that, but for me, you know, disappoint myself and disappoint my family. Just having the opportunity to take it to the next level, and you know, just my selfishness played a part in that. And you know, it hurt me for a long time. You know, you ask my mom, I was telling her that I'm sorry for everything, and you know, it was just bothering me for a couple years. And then my instinct just kicked in and said, okay, I have to do something now. You know, I missed my opportunity, and you know, it was just a calling for me, because a lot of people can't be with kids, can't deal with kids. You know, you have to be called to do this.
Yes, Lord.
And I just feel like this was my calling, not the NFL. Because I'm right here, I'm not in the NFL, so I just feel like this was my calling, and I'm not missing this chance up again. God bless me with it.
Amen. Amen. People ask me, LaToya, how do you do all what you do? Why do you do what motivates you? It's the pain and the suffering. See, with you, I just heard it. You went through a period of pain and frustration and disappointment, but that is what pushed you to where you are today.
Mm-hmm.
And you really won't understand it until you go through it. But see, many people, though, they had some pain, they had some suffering, but they missed the ball. And my thing is, and I don't mean to preach, yes I do, everyone gets a shot. Yeah. Everyone gets their opportunity. So if you don't slam dunk it, if you don't free throw it, if you don't whatever, lay up it, then it's your fault. So don't get mad at the next man when he balling. Because we all get a chance. And I'm just grateful that you took that opportunity and went to the sky with it. Wow. When we come back, we're going to show you another award that Chester Pac Man Hightower Jr. received. Don't go anywhere.
You can do it. Sing your favorite song. Others will hum along. If you sing it from your soul and let the whole world know you can do it. If you try, you can do it. Here's how. You gotta.
Well, welcome back. And what we have here, Chester, tell us what you're holding here.
This is my track jersey for my last meet. I went to nationals 3 out of 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
This was the jersey I wore my senior year at nationals. Also set a lot of records in this jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's framed, not the blue. These 3 medals right here are my national participation medals. You know, I didn't see it as I thought I would, but this right here is a picture from my first conference championship.
Mm-hmm.
I ran the 200. That's a picture from the 200. And these right here just are my achievements track. 2000, my freshman year was the MVP award.
MVP your freshman year, okay.
And I went to nationals with the 4x1 team. Ran a national. We was in California.
Mm-hmm.
My sophomore year, I won top performer. My junior year, I won best track athlete, 200 meter region champion, national appearance in the 200. Jacksonville State University 200 meter record holder, and Stedman College record holder for the 200. My senior year, I won MVP award, the SIC Man Athlete of the Year, first team all conference 200 meters, region champion 200 meters, a conference champion 200 meters, conference champion 4x4 relay, 200 meter record holder at Birmingham Southern, 4x4 relay record holder at Birmingham Southern, national appearance for the 200 and 4x4, and was the all-region team.
Amazing. Chester, this is amazing. I had no clue that you had accomplished so much. And actually, this is my first time actually meeting him. I've seen you on Facebook and throughout, and I'm just so overwhelmed with your accomplishments at such a young age. This is so impressive. And now, I know you wouldn't mind your child, your son, or your daughter being trained by this young man. So what we're going to do, we're going to give you more information on how to contact Chester. And okay, this is what you need to do to contact Chester. Can you give them some contact information?
You can reach me on cell 229-221-0706, or you can either check out the website at cadfoundation.wix.com/CAD Foundation.
Right, you'll see all that at the bottom of your screen, or what else?
Or you can email us at chasingthedreamfoundation@yahoo.com.
Now you have something coming up, like a registration July 15th, something like that for the.
Yes, ma'am. We will hold registration for Thomas County Tigers at Hibbett Sports, July the 15th, the 18th, and the 19th, 11 to 2 o'clock. You just come out, and you also get a coupon for Hibbett Sports, and also register your kid at the same time.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. Do you have any? Oh, I have one last question. How in the world did you get the nickname Pac Man?
It was my friend Ronaldo Woods, aka Spud Cuts. If you're in Atlanta and you want a fresh cut, go see my boy.
I ain't tell you to put out a shout out to him. Now you gotta pay for that ad. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, just Spud Cuts in Atlanta, Georgia. One track me, he just called me Pac Man because, you know, in the game Pac Man eat up the little dots or whatever, and you know that's what I did on the track for the 4x4. Just so, you know, somebody was ahead of me in the 4x4, I just eat them up.
Wow.
So that, you know, that was the significance behind Pac Man, the name.
Wow. Pac Man. Well, I want you to come meet Pac Man and the rest of Chasing a Dream Foundation group, because I know you're not doing this by yourself. It takes a team. So teamwork makes a dream work. We want you and your child to be a part of this team. Now it's time to make a difference in our community. Going back to the quote that I started with, we need to invest in our kids and make this community what it should be. Thank you so much for watching another edition of A Moment of Inspiration. Thank you, Chester.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Y'all have a good day.
Believe in your